So if you guys have been watching my channel for any extended period of time, you kind of already know the whole process, but for any of those people who may just be tuning in or just clicked on this video in the endless stream of YouTube that we get sucked into whilst sitting on our couch, this is basically 365 days of PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS or PCOS. It goes by a lot of different names. So basically, it is a disorder that affects your insulin and metabolism, and all kinds of hormonal changes can take place, including excessive weight gain, male pattern baldness, excess hair growth on places that you wouldn't want to have that excess hair growth, such as your face. It affects fertility. So basically, it's kind of diagnosed by you having, I think it's two or more of the symptoms that seem to go together to formulate this PCOS. Another one is having heavier menstrual cycles lasting a longer period of time, and then skipping menstrual cycles as well, which is what pertains to the infertility. So basically, I had already started January 1st with making videos and kind of getting in the mindset of what I'm going to do over this next year. And I just wanted to have an experience where I could hopefully transfer myself, in front of you guys, and see what really, does work for me and what doesn't. Obviously, everybody is different and your makeup is different than my makeup. So what works for me may not always work for you. And you should always, of course, consult your physician before making any dietary or workout changes, rather. So things like that, keep in mind. But I still wanted to highlight like the real struggles and kind of, you get on the wagon, you fall off the wagon, or this works and that doesn't. So all that rambling aside, what I want to talk about today is the exercise portion. So I started very, very small. I started the military diet. I'm currently on the resting phase of that. So the military diet is a 3-day on, 4-day off, 3-day on, 4-day off, and you can repeat it as long as you need to reach your desired goal. You can watch my other videos for that, or also check out my blog, which I'll link below. And I have Instagram photos as well, so I'll link my Instagram account too. So I did that. I lost 3 pounds, and that kind of really kick-started it for me. So I realized that what worked for me with that was it was short, easy meals to plan and prepare, and it just was nice and concise, easy to do, no fuss, nothing to worry about. So another thing that I wanted to approach that same way was exercise, because I have not really worked out in years. I mean, I'm a little bit of a chubbier girl, definitely fall in the overweight category according to my doctor. So, I'm pretty sedentary, other than, being active at work and physical and up and down a lot, but I still have an office job, so I'm still sitting a lot of the time as well. So what I found online recently, and I apologize for not posting any links, I actually had to just like Google search, and I Google searched the images for these 3 things, and I just saved the images in my camera roll on my phone. So that was the 30-day squat challenge, the 30-day ab challenge, and the 30-day arm challenge. So I started doing those. Today was day 6. What I like about them is you'll get the little picture, and it literally has like day 1, do 6 crunches, 5 sit-ups, 10 leg raises, and a 10-second plank. So it starts you off really, really small and really short. So that first day, I did all 3 workouts, so arms, abs, and legs, in like 10 minutes or less. And so it builds you up, and it's like a nice, slow accumulation, so that you don't feel overwhelmed and you don't feel nervous or anxious about doing it. You don't feel like a failure, because a lot of the time I would go to the gym, and there'd be so many people like already having these beautiful bodies, and then people that weren't, but I just felt like they could keep up with a level of activity that I could not do. The first spin class I ever went to, I swear to you, I grabbed my stuff and I walked out. I did it for like 15 minutes and I couldn't breathe. And it wasn't like a give up mentality. It was like, I am so out of shape. I think I might die on this bike. I might literally have a stroke and fall off of this bike and die. So I left. I was like, I can't do this. I did, side note, end up going back to that class and completing the entire thing, and I lived, but just barely. So, you have all these intimidating factors, and you sometimes, me personally, I can't keep up, and then I get really overwhelmed, and just, I would give up. I tried it, I'm out of breath, I'm whatever, and I would just make all these excuses. So mindset is super, super important. I already have a positive mindset that I'm coming here every day and I'm filming no matter how tired I am. It is literally like 11:30 p.m. right now and I have to get up for work at 6. Positive mindset. It's going to happen. The diet is going to happen. Even if I make a mistake, I'm going to rebound. The workouts are going to happen. So I entered this knowing this is happening whether I like it or not. So that really helped me. It's just kind of like a cut and dry, boom, shut everything else off. This is how it's going to be. So I found these online and I had tried them once before and did them. I only did them for like 4 days, but I did really like them and I remembered how easy it was to do. So I started them exactly like I had remembered before. They're nice and easy to keep up with, but you do feel a change. I can feel already some toning in my butt, a little bit of lifting. Feels like a little bit of lift there. My arms, I'm not, as of right now, I'm not really noticing like a huge difference. In my abs, I'm definitely feeling sore. So it's been, a pretty good experience. I wanted to wait until I had done it a couple of days so that when I came to talk to you guys about it, I could ensure that it was actually easy to keep up with. I kind of knew more about it so I could explain it properly. So basically, the squats are just squats. So it's a number of squats. I think it starts off with 25 and then the next day goes to 50 and so on and so forth. By the end of it, it's like 250 squats. For the arms and the abs, they each have 4 workouts a piece, I believe. So it's definitely very easy to do time-wise. It's very easy because it's accumulative, so you can start off at a nice slow pace and build up. You can definitely squeeze it in most places. I've done my squats at work in the bathroom before because I didn't want to get behind. And actually, I missed yesterday because it was my husband's 30th birthday party, and today I was hungover and I didn't really want to work out, but I did it and I had to do 2 days and it was killer. But tomorrow then will be easier because I'm going to go back to a lower amount because I jumped so far ahead by combining 2. So I definitely think it's worth a try, and I think it's really helpful to start with something baby steps and build up and accumulate. So I'll keep tracking the progress, but it's going to be a full 30 days and I'm only on day 6. So we already know my starting weight. After dieting, my weight was down to 186, 187. So I'll weigh myself again tomorrow. Actually, I weigh myself on Mondays and just see, because I definitely faltered last night and today and had just, a little bit more junk food than I would want to eat. But for tomorrow, I have nice, healthy things prepared, low caloric intake, high protein. So hopefully I'll get right back on the wagon tomorrow, and I'm hoping that I didn't gain any of that weight back. I'd be excited if I lost, but I would be very, very happy with just not gaining any of those pounds back. So I'll be able to track the weight loss to see how the dieting and the exercising is helping. Because I'm trying to make this lifestyle change over 365 days. I'm also in the process of figuring out how to just better articulate my videos, how to make sure they're more constructive and together and not just me rambling. So I kind of committed to it and didn't prepare for it because I was kind of like, whatever, wishy-washy. And then I realized that, okay, I'm doing this. I'm actually committed and I'm coming here every day and I'm making it happen. So now I really realize that it's important that I kind of plan things out and have a program laid out to make it more smooth, get my lighting situation better. Unfortunately, a lot of times I'm filming at 11 o'clock at night, anywhere between like 9 and 11. So I'm using just like a desk light that's blinding me, and I have a light behind me. And it's just, I know it's not ideal and super lovely, but just be patient with me and just know that I am kind of trying to get everything together. And then have more of a theme and something you can kind of follow and track and kind of jump in various places. And, I was doing my 365 days of PCOS day 1, 2, 3, but I think I'm going to change the titles to more clearly depict what's going on in that time so that you don't have to watch every previous video or try to figure out where things are. You can kind of jump into a section that applies to what you want to do or what you want to learn about, or what you're interested in. So I guess we'll see if that works out better, but I really think that it will. So it was just important to me to get on here today and talk to you guys about things honestly and openly. I'm an out of shape, overweight person with all this medical stuff, and I'm doing it every single day. And I can promise you, I can make excuses with the best of them. I have been making excuses for this for at least 5 years. And you have to get to a place in your life that you personally decide this is it and I'm ready to commit to this. Otherwise, no matter what fad diet you try, no matter what workout you try, no matter what self help video you watch, you are not going to make a change because you haven't committed to yourself to make a change. If I could tell you the biggest thing for success in the body changing or lifestyle changing portion of your life is really just going to be a dedication to yourself. You have to value yourself enough to treat yourself with enough respect to diet, or diet's a harsh word, but to make like an eating lifestyle change, to make an exercise lifestyle change, to make a work or personal or home lifestyle change. We just don't value ourselves enough. I know I didn't. And I think if you dig down really deep and you are having similar problems, you'll find that a lot of it pertains to that. Yes, medically, we can't change what we have. I could work out every day, diet every day, and I might not lose this weight, but I will go to bed knowing that I'm healthy and that I'm, doing everything I can for myself because I matter to myself. And you can't really expect other people to prioritize you the way that you can prioritize you, but you also can't expect people to love you and appreciate you if you don't even love and appreciate yourself. So as corny as it sounds, it's super, super, super true. Objects in motion will stay in motion. So just get in the motion and stick with it every single day. If your goal is to do 5 crunches a day for a year, do 5 crunches a day for a year, no matter if you're throwing up, no matter if you're, exhausted, whatever the case may be, unless you have a medical reason that you can't and your doctor says no, that every single day you're going to do that and be there for yourself. So I hope that you found this helpful a little bit. I hope that I can get things a lot more structured and put together so that you guys can just enjoy them a little bit more. It's a little bit easier to watch and not just kind of like this blurred mess of me talking about whatever. So I will get working on that probably Tuesday morning because I don't go to work until 3. Tomorrow I have a full-time job for 11 hours and then I have a house cleaning job that I'm doing that'll take at least 4 to 6 hours. So I'm not going to be home anytime soon. So I might even be filming like while I'm cleaning a house. I might look a mess. So no judgment. I'll see you tomorrow.